What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are talking about hair growth and hair gummy vitamins. This is a question that I get a lot from my clients when I'm at work. Amber, do these hair gummies really work? I can go ahead and tell you right now, probably half the people that are watching this, they're probably not going to agree with me, but that is a-okay because that's the cool thing about the internet. Everyone has their own facts and opinions and it's all good. All right, so let's get into it. Hair gummies. When you're in beauty school, obviously you're learning about hair. Trichology. Trichology is the study of the scalp and the hair. So with that being said, from my studying and my own trials and just the knowledge that I know about the scalp and the hair, I am very funny when it comes to these hair vitamins. I'm sure a lot of you guys, in particular the ones that are gummies, I'm sure a lot of y'all have seen them floating around on Instagram, all the ads and whatnot, and when I look at them, I chuckle. I can tell you right now, those things, don't waste your money on those, okay? I think the first thing that kind of grabbed my attention, just in regards to the hair gummy specifically, is when I look at a lot of them, they have a color to them. And I'm kind of like, okay, so these are like red, blue, and orange. And so my first thought process is, all right, artificial food coloring, because how else are you going to get that pigment in the gummy? Which makes me think, okay, well, I know that can't really be a factor in, you know, hair growth. That one little snippet right there, that's just my personal opinion. To me, that makes no sense. So let me know how you guys feel about that. So flipping over to Biotin, I know a lot of people say, oh, well, I take Biotin. What do you think about Biotin? Me personally, I've taken Biotin before. I took Biotin, I can tell you straight up, for 3 months and I saw no difference. My nails are very strong. I've always had very strong nails. I've never had any issues with my hair growing. When I was having issues with my hair growing, it was when I was relaxed. My hair was over processed. It wasn't anything from the scalp. I had no issues from my scalp. It was just the ends of my hair. It was very over processed. I think that's something else that people kind of get twisted too. I think, oh yeah, my hair growth. Most of the time when people think about hair growth, they are thinking about more so the ends of the hair. Hair growth starts at the scalp, the root, the follicle. That's where you're going to really get the impact from your hair growth. So as far as Biotin goes, for me, I have tried Biotin and it does not work. I have clients and they take Biotin, my clients that I see, you know, every 6 weeks or whatnot, whatever the case may be, and when they tell me that they're taking Biotin, I keep that mental note. I'll make that note on their card, because once they tell me that, I want to see the effects of the Biotin. And honestly, I have never really truly seen any effects of Biotin. Again, to each his own. I know some people can say, oh yeah, it's a vitamin, it'll work, it's great. Other people no. Also, the thing with Biotin is some people break out from Biotin. My cousin, I remember she was taking it and it made her skin break out a lot. So that's just my 2 cents on the gummies and the Biotin and vitamins. Now, if you really want to talk about hair growth, these are my philosophies now and my beliefs. If you are really wanting to see some hair growth, I know you probably hear it all the time. It's super cliche, but unfortunately it is cliche and it is true. It's tried and true. You need to make sure that you are getting your nutrients from the inside out. I am a firm believer as to that's why my hair and my nails do grow the way that they grow, because I make sure that I'm drinking a ton of water. I make sure that I'm eating all my green veggies. If you're someone who is not really, your nutrition isn't up to par and you're not drinking a lot of water, unfortunately, with us women and the way our hormones are, our skin and our hair reflects it. I can, as soon as I touch someone's hair or I look at their scalp, I can instantly tell if they're dehydrated. It is easy to tell. All I have to do is just run my fingers through the hair, kind of rub around the scalp, and I'm like, ooh, okay, you're not getting enough water. Also, nutrition shows on the ends of the hair too. Some clients that I have, if they have just kind of like, it's almost like a brittle feeling, that right there lets me know, okay, your nutrition's a little off. Or if it just seems, some people naturally do have fine hair, but it's different when it's nutrition, because it almost feels like the fine hair is really, it's very straw-like, and so that kind of lets me know, okay, you need to get your nutrition up to par. Also, hair breakage, I see that for a lot of women whenever we have stress. If you feel like you're losing your hair in patches, that could be related to stress. Again, women, we are forever and always changing. Our hormones, unfortunately, can go out of whack, and when our hormones go out of whack, sometimes it gets taken out on our hair. That's just the way it rolls. Now, something else that really irritates me is when I see celebrities or anyone pushing products on, oh, you know, this will make your hair grow, and it seems to be they will grab a celebrity that has just naturally beautifully long hair. I think what people really fail to realize is I would go out on a limb and say 60% of hair growth is genetics. I know we can't change that, but when you really think about it, it's genetics. So if you got someone who naturally has long, beautiful, thick hair, and they're telling you, oh yeah, you know, read my book or take my this or do that, this is gonna help you get long, thick hair. No, sweet cheese, because you already got the genetics for it, you know what I mean? So that's not gonna work. Me personally, I can respect someone and actually listen and take in the information if it is someone who's saying, hey, I've had cancer, this is how I've regrown my hair's broken off, I have alopecia, I have traction alopecia, or any other situation, and they're showing pictures like, hey, this happened to me, I lost my hair, here's how I got it back. Now you got my attention, now I'm gonna listen to you, and now I'm gonna respect you. But if you are just someone who is blessed with great hair and you're going around trying to tell people how to get it, I can't really ride for that, because you got good genes, and that's great. And that's not in a sense of me hating, because I know plenty of people that have beautiful hair, and you know, it's genetics. But what I'm saying is you cannot promote something for someone to get beautiful hair when it's basically a lot of it is chopped up to genetics. An example that I have, a lot of clients, they tend to ask me, okay, what do you do to keep yourself in shape? How do you maintain? I do exercise and I do eat the proper things. However, I am fully aware that 60% of me is genetics. My parents are both athletes. They have great genes. So you take that and mix it up with me being athletic all my life. Again, everybody's body structure is different. So for me, I can't sit here and say, oh yeah, take this and take that and do this, you know, and you're gonna transform your body. I can give you tips and tricks of, okay, well, you know, if you want to eat cleaner, you can eat this just for a healthy lifestyle, or if you want to, you know, maintain or just workouts. But I would never tell someone, hey, if you eat like me and work out like me, you're gonna look like me, because that's not the case, because you just don't have my build or my genetics. Now let's get a little bit deeper into the hair growth. So let's take it all the way back to scalp. I see this a lot. Okay, so when we're talking scalp, this is the main source, not the ends of the hair, but the scalp. That is the main source for you to get your hair growth. If you have buildup on your scalp, you are basically hindering your scalp from getting any kind of hair growth, just simply because when all those layers of everything just kind of lays on your hair, your scalp can't breathe. For instance, something that a lot of people do not grease your scalp with coconut oil. First of all, coconut oil can clog your pores. It is thick, okay? You do not want to clog up your scalp. Also, coconut oil is not water soluble. And then you want to put that on top of a lot of natural girls. You know, we don't wash our hair every day, and I know plenty of natural girls that maybe only shampoo their hair every 2 weeks, once a month. So basically what happens is day after day you're layering on products, you're doing all these stylings, and your poor scalp is now just flooded with all of these layers of gunk, and now your scalp cannot breathe, especially if you're not clarifying. You need to make sure that you are clarifying and you have a nice clean scalp, because if you are just layering things on your scalp and you're not shampooing and clarifying properly, basically nothing can get to your scalp. You're just putting on all these layers, and anything that you put onto it is never going to penetrate, so therefore you're never going to see any growth. It is so important to make sure that you are taking care of your scalp, drinking your water, making sure that you're not putting tons and tons of layers on your scalp. And also, there's nothing wrong with shampooing your hair. I don't know why it is. Well, I do know why it is in the natural world. We think that we do not have to wash our hair that often, and the fact of the matter is, I get everyone's hair is different. However, you have got to make sure that you are taking care of that scalp, especially if you're someone and you're feeling like you're struggling with your hair growth. Check your scalp. They make scalp exfoliators. That is really good to get the blood flow going and to penetrate that hair follicle. You need to make sure that the scalp is nice and clean, because I'm telling you, I can guarantee at least, I can think of half of my natural hair clients right now at the top of my head, and they do not take care of their scalps the way that they should. If you're only coming to me once a month, what I'm doing is not going to do a thing for you. You have to make sure that you are taking care of your scalp properly. It is so essential. And flipping back over to shampooing and co-washing is the same thing. Co-washing, the way that I can describe it is, co-washing is kind of like you jumping in the shower, rinsing off with water, and then jumping out and putting lotion on. You didn't cleanse your body. I can totally understand co-washing for the ends of your hair, because I do it in the morning. Whenever I'm a wash and go girl, I'm not a Bantu 9, I'm not a 2-strand twist. That ain't my gig. I don't have time. I am a wash and go girl, so I have to rinse off the product so that way I can add more, because again, if I start stacking layers and layers, my hair is going to get gunky. I'm not going to have any kind of texture, or my curls aren't going to be defined, so I have to wash that off and then I can put my product on. I never consider co-wash as something to cleanse my scalp. I just don't agree with it. Me personally, I don't believe in it. And a lot of people ask me, well, okay, well, if you wet your hair every day, is your hair dry? My hair is not dry, and my hair is highlighted. It has lightener on it, aka it has bleach, and my hair is not dry. I'm making sure that I am just shampooing all of that gunk off of my hair, so that way my hair is clean, my scalp is clean, and my hair will grow. Now, a lot of people might say, oh, well, you know, your hair, how can I tell your hair is growing when your hair's been short for so long? I like my hair short. I was keeping my hair short. I was getting my hair cut every 4 weeks, once a month. Now recently, I have decided to grow my hair out. So now you guys can tell, I mean, I can tell a difference from my hair from last month to today, but my hair does grow really fast. And then we can also, I don't know if you guys can see, if you look here on my scalp, you can see from my color all the way down here, my hair has grown out significantly. I am someone where the more my hair grows, the shorter it looks because of shrinkage. I know a lot of natural girls hate shrinkage. Shrinkage is not a bad thing. Shrinkage is a sign of healthy hair, believe it or not. I know a lot of people are like, no, it can't be. Yes, shrinkage is a sign of healthy hair. That means you got spring, you got bounce back. Have you guys ever seen some curls where they might just kind of be like stringy, or just limp, like they kind of look like the curl kind of looks like it had a stroke? That's not healthy hair. Shrinkage also means that your hair is just able to retain and hold moisture. So shrinkage is not a bad thing. All right, guys, so that's just my 2 cents on hair gummies and hair growth. Please down below let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts, and please keep an open mind, okay? I am not the hair savant. I don't know it all, but what I do know, I am always, often, and ready and willing to share anything that I do know, and I learned so much from you guys as well. If you're someone who's watching this and you're giving me a dislike and you don't agree, that's okay, but what we're going to do is keep it classy in the comments. We're not going to be rude. It's okay to disagree, and also know if you're someone that does disagree with me, I ain't going to go back and forth with you, okay? So let's have a classy conversation down below about hair growth, and tell me your thoughts on hair vitamins, gummies, biotin, and also tell me if you tried them and if they worked for you, if you saw results, or if you didn't. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.